I am starting to strongly dislike my daughter. I, 45F, am a mother of 2 children, my son, Max, 17M, and my daughter, Emma, 14F. My husband, Tom, 47M, and I have always tried our best to provide a loving and supportive environment for our kids. We've had our ups and downs, but overall, I've always considered myself a good mom. Lately, however, I've been struggling with some very negative feelings toward Emma, and it's tearing me apart. Emma has always been a spirited and strong-willed child. When she was younger, I admired her independence and confidence. But as she's grown into her teenage years, those traits have become harder to manage. She's often defiant, disrespectful, and seems to go out of her way to push my buttons. It feels like everything I say or do is met with resistance or hostility. For example, a few months ago, we had a family dinner planned to celebrate Tom's promotion at work. Emma flat out refused to come, saying she had better things to do with her friends. When I tried to talk to her about how important the dinner was to our family, she accused me of trying to control her life and stormed out of the house. This kind of behavior has become more and more common. I've tried talking to her, setting boundaries, and even seeking help from a family therapist. Nothing seems to work. The therapist suggested that Emma might be acting out due to typical teenage struggles, but it feels like more than that. It's like there's a wall between us that I can't break through, no matter how hard I try. What's worse is that I've started to notice how much these conflicts are affecting my own mental health. I find myself dreading interactions with Emma, and I'm constantly on edge, waiting for the next argument. I hate feeling this way about my own daughter, but I can't seem to help it. There are days when I look at her and feel a surge of resentment and anger. I know she's just a teenager, but I can't shake the feeling that she's deliberately trying to hurt me. This past weekend was a breaking point for me. We had a family trip planned to visit my parents, who live a few hours away. It was supposed to be a relaxing getaway, a chance for all of us to spend some quality time together. Emma spent the entire trip complaining, being rude to everyone, and isolating herself in her room. When I finally confronted her about her behavior, she told me she didn't care about the family and that we were all ruining her life. I broke down in tears in front of her, something I've never done before. I told her how much her words and actions hurt me and how I felt like I was losing her. She just rolled her eyes and walked away. That night, I cried myself to sleep, feeling like a complete failure as a mother. I talked to Tom about how I was feeling, and while he's supportive, he doesn't seem to understand the depth of my pain. He thinks Emma is just going through a phase and that I'm overreacting. But it feels like more than that. It feels like I'm losing my connection with my daughter, and I don't know how to get it back. So, viewers, aita for starting to strongly dislike my daughter? I know these feelings aren't normal or healthy, and I want to find a way to repair our relationship. How can I reconnect with Emma and stop feeling so much resentment and anger toward her? Has anyone else been through something similar with their teenage children? Any advice or perspective would be greatly appreciated.